Gunville. Gunville will shovel that puck in going up against Joe Leahy. Quinn Foreman for Martin with a shot from the face-off circle. That flutters in on goal on Robson, who hangs on. He'll score for the Vees with 10 points. Miller back up top. Right side, Crookshank holds in the right circle. Fires and scores! Grant Crookshank through traffic, able to beat Burgard on the glove side. Center there for Gunville. The pass exploded off his stick. Bristling back in, right wing. Jones scores! Who's beat upstairs by Nick Jones, and Xavier Burgart's going to come out of this game. Time of that goal is 4:52. Goes to the right side for Foreman. Foreman evades the check of Crookshank. Right circle, his shot blocked there by Eccles. It hit him hard, and he's down. That in an awkward spot on the hard wrister by Foreman, and he was thriving in pain down in the right circle there, Sheldon. That's not a good scene for the Penticton Vees. Slot, Vees can't clear. Foreman keeps it in with a shot that's deflected and went off the post on right wing. Feed through center. Ty Barnstable drops it off there for Camps. Right side shot, gloved and held there by the goaltender Farkas on left wing. Brar drops it off. Eccles with a shot stopped there by Farkas. Direct pass on right wing. Crookshank behind the knee. Walks in right side, tucks it in and scores. Dick Ward now centers there. Drop pass by Nash. Finds Brar back in front for Nash. He spins and almost fired it back in for what was a highlight reel goal, but he lost control of the puck. On right wing side, Gunville working wide on a backhand, centered in front, trying to jam away at that as Martin on the goal line. Marino, here's Dubois back the other way with a shot right circle. Blocker save there by Robson. Love side of Farkas. Puck works up the right wing boards. Crookshank holds it in right circle. Sharp angled shot stopped there nicely by Farkas. Comes away through center now. Sodergren finding Gunville across the blue line. He sweeps that on goal. Shoveled away there by Robson. Puck loose in front. Gunville trying to bang it in, and it's across the line. They score.
There's the break that the Warriors needed. It kind of looked like it went off of Crookshank's leg and into the net. I don't think the Warriors actually touched it, but a goal is a goal. Brings them back within 2.
Gets out to the center line, tried to send it in deep on left wing, knocked down there by Jones. He goes indirect off the left boards now, finds the stick of Clack. Clack drops it off, wrestling a shot, and he hit the crossbar in an absolute laser. Only wall, but the Vees track it down and get it ahead to center. Look out, a little miscommunication. Crookshank in all alone. Great save by Farkas. Absolutely robbed Crookshank on the breakaway that he had in. Troubled back behind his goal, taken away here by Gunville. Walks out right circle. His shot blocked. Sodergren with a chance trying to cut back in front. He's hauled down to the ice there by Tyconic. Mitch Martin on the left wing trying to set things up for West Kelowna. Clayson at the point. Left side for Dollywall, who will circle back up top now at the midpoint. Left side, Clayson holds through, scores!
What I don't understand is that goal has actually been waved off, but I'm not really understanding that the goalie was actually pushing Sodergren and actually interfering with him as well. And then when he bumped the goalie, they waved that goal off. I don't quite understand that one. I would like to actually have another look at that.
Chatting with head coach of the West Kelowna Warriors, Rylan Furster, after a tough 3-1 loss to Penticton Vees tonight. And Rylan, it was kind of a weird game to describe, I think, where it seemed like, sometimes the Warriors had the flow of the play and seemed like they had some chances, and other times it seemed like they were on their heels a little bit. What was your recap of a 3-1 loss tonight?
Well, I mean, you give up 2 goals, early like that, and I had said to Wayne, it's tough to chase the game against those guys. I mean, take out those 2 early goals, and I thought those were goals that our goalie should have saved, and I think he'd like them back too, of course. And and it's a pretty good hockey game after that, really. And again, it's kind of like you said, Trevor. I mean, there's going to be times we're on our heels, and there'll be times I thought we, had some pressure. It was a good, pretty good game. After that, but again, to give up those 2 early, I mean, I've seen that against that team a ton. They come out, they get a couple early, and they obviously play well defensively. They have good structure and stuff, and our power play obviously didn't give us any traction. The traction it does give us, I haven't watched the goal yet, but apparently it was goal tender interference. But I mean, we're struggling to score goals. 2 goals at home in our last 2 games is not good enough.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that third period, and you get a big spark in the third period with the early goal scored by Reed Gunville, a nice scramble play for him to knock it in, and then obviously that goal at the end of the game that maybe looked like should have gone in on the Clayson shot, but your team really came out, seemed like they came out charged and ready to go in the third period.
Yeah, I don't fault our team at all for the 60-minute effort. I think our kids work hard, and I think they want to work hard. And they're doing stuff we want. Again, you look at the game tonight and break it down. I mean, those two quick goals kind of kill us, and I'll regurgitate it again. But you can't chase the game versus that team, and you can't give up easy goals. Like, you just can't at any time, but certainly not to a team like that.
I thought a penalty kill obviously was a lot better than it was on Tuesday night. You look at the fact that you get scored on early on the power play must be a little bit disheartening, but then PK really rose to the occasion after that and went perfect 3 for 3 right after that.
Oh, I mean, I thought the first goal should have been stopped too. I mean, there's nothing structurally we can do any better. Guy shoots the puck from there. We need a save.
And you look at the power play tonight, obviously it's another issue going over on the power play. Obviously that late goal by Clayson would have been a power play goal, but is there anything that you think about maybe changing or tinkering when you go into that game Tuesday night against Chilliwack?
Well, we'll look at it again and everything on tape, and we looked at stuff obviously in between periods, and I thought we had a couple good looks. That's a good penalty killing team over there, and again, we're going to have to find a way to score some goals.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Rylan.
Thanks, my pleasure.
Chatting with Warrior forward Reed Gunville. Reed just scored the only goal tonight. Maybe just take us through what you saw early in the third period there. Looked like a little bit of a scramble that you were just able to whack in.
Well, we just said in between periods we just had to take pucks to the net and get an early one and hopefully roll with it, and then just kind of a scramble in front of the net and then somehow went in. So sometimes you get lucky, but couldn't get rolling off of it. So
looked like your team attacked pretty well in the third period. Obviously, you mentioned that early goal, and then it seemed to come in waves in that third period. Did you kind of gain confidence as the game went along there?
Yeah, we did. I thought we played pretty good tonight. Just you can't spot any team in our league three goals, and especially a team like Penticton with high-powered offense. But it's tough to play from behind all night. But I thought we played pretty good. We just had to tighten up and bear down and maybe capitalize a little bit more on our chances.
Lastly, now you head into a big week next week, starting out with Chilliwack on Tuesday. They're going to be hungry. They're going to want to try and avenge the loss that they had to you guys last Tuesday. What do you think you guys have to do a lot better, outside of the obvious scoring goals, in Tuesday's game to try and get a win against Chilliwack?
We just got to put in a full 60. You can't come out and play 55 minutes. We just got to, right from the drop of the puck to the last buzzer, we got to go and got to generate and just stick to the system.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Reed.
Thanks.